So, to summarise, yes, it's dead, but not dead. Well, it's the day after the breakdown. However, at least it happened right outside the workshop. I mean, how lucky is that? Anyway, I'll get it inside, get it on the lift, and we'll do some investigation work. Just waiting for Bodger to arrive, and he can give us a push. Had a rattling diesel. Yeah, look, there he is. You've come to see the deceased.
Got one car with an engine that runs, and one car
With a gearbox that works. Yeah. Well, it's in the workshop at least. I'm sorry, not today. Not today, little guy. You were the plan. Well, this pile of crap just interrupted. So, yesterday I drove through to the Yorkshire Air Museum near York, and car ran fine. Ran fine on the way back. But it was when I got back. Tried to start it again. Nothing. Gave the symptoms of no fuel. But it had just been running, and it's got 3/4 of a tank of diesel. So with a bit of deodorant squirted into the intake there, it did fire briefly. So I knew there was definitely a fuel starvation problem. So got some coal and fired up the dinosaur laptop and plugged it in. Now, if this was an old school diesel with a conventional mechanical pump, the fuel would be stopped by a simple solenoid that's normally attached to the outside of the pump and costs about £10. However, this one has the delights of an electronic control unit, and yeah, it's shit. So, let's see what this says. I know we're not configuring it for the first time. I think we've just got a flat CMOS battery. Yes, look at the date. We've gone back in time, folks. Anyway, I'll bring you back when this is running. Right, here we go. Of course, we're down at the bottom. There we go. Dinosaur 25 series. Wrong century. Weasel. That'll be the one. So, we do that. Turn the ignition on. Ignition on. Right, what we got? Oh, well, that's interesting. We have an unknown fault code. Interesting. The unknown fault code is actually the mass airflow sensor. I think it's a Chinese one, and yeah, it's dead. Right, so that's doing nothing. No codes. How mad's that? Right, just tried it again. Yeah, fuel quantity solenoid valve. Solenoid valve error. Well, I take it that is what would be the old school fuel shut-off valve. Right, so there's the injection pump, and that silver thing there, that is the solenoid that I've read up online is what fails. Only way to test it is to cut the two wires down to it and actually see if it's got power to it. If it's got power going down to it, it's the solenoid. If there's no power, the magic smoke has come out of the electronic box. Right, so I've cut those two wires there. That's the wires down to this solenoid, and touch them on there. We've got voltage there. Now that's a good sign, because that suggests the electronic part is okay. So with that information, I have bought the special socket to get you in that, to get that out, and then we can see what's what. So worst case scenario, folks, if we can get that out and replace it with a working one, we'll be back on the road. Yay! So, to summarise, yes, it's dead, but not dead. If I can get hold of a metering solenoid with a VP30 Bosch pump, then we should be good to go. And I'm sure some of you are thinking, why would you bother? And yes, I get it. The last time I had a 20-year-old Rover, it was a 1973 3.5 litre V8. I'll put a picture in now. Yep, I deem that as a classic even back then, but yeah. However, I've had this car since 2019. It was given to me. I didn't really want it, but it was transport at the time, and it kept going through MOTs. And in all those years, up until yesterday, I've probably not spent £500 keeping it on the road in those years. So in that respect, it owes me nothing. And if I've got to spend a couple of £100, even 500 quid, it's still cheap motoring, folks. So, I think that'll do for today. I've ordered the socket to get the solenoid out. And yeah, when it arrives, we'll take a look. Well, folks, that's it for this short video, just to let you know how things panned out with the Holy Rover. So, thanks for watching, liking and subscribing. Catch you on the next one.